Yeah, good morning and two. It's Uncle Lou. Halftime report, Georgia versus Auburn. And just like Uncle Lou told you, Georgia's just dominating this game. Blow Dix or Bo Nix, whatever his name is just not very good. About the best thing I can say about Bo Nix is he's got a good arm. I do like his arm. I wish we could take his arm off of his body and attach it to Jake Fromm. That would be great. Jake Fromm's the best college football player in America between his ears. It's from the shoulders down where he needs the help, arms and legs. He hasn't played great. In fact, he's played terrible most of the first half. Throwing off of his back foot, missing wide open receivers, not even looking at him, making the wrong reads to receivers, floating passes on these out routes. He hasn't played well. He's played terrible. I know he's got the 2 touchdown passes. The one was a bomb, and then Auburn was into prevent defense there at the second half. We break off a couple of big runs with DeAndre Swift, and he throws the little dunk pass, 3 or 4 yard dunk pass off to Harry in there for the touchdown. So I'm not gonna rage on Fromm or anything like that. All I want in this game is a win. That's it. My preference is that we beat Auburn worse than LSU beat them, because that would, for psychological reasons, it would be nice to. LSU scored 23 on Auburn in LSU. Georgia's at 14 at halftime. I'd like to see Georgia get into the upper 20s, 30s even maybe. Doesn't look like it's going to happen based on the way this game is going. Not the 30s anyway, but I could see us getting to maybe 24, 27. We'll see. Offensively, Auburn just has no answers. Georgia's defense is just dominating them. They can't, run it. They can't run. They can't throw. They've hit a couple of slant passes on us, which is tough to defend. If you run the slant pass correctly with a good receiver and a quarterback who can throw the ball on the line, it's almost impossible to defend that thing. And Auburn has hit us with that a couple of times, but that's really about it for Auburn's offense. They just don't seem to be able to get much going against Georgia's defense. I expect more of the same in the second half, honestly. Will this be a shutout? It's always hard to predict a shutout, even at halftime of a game where our defense has completely dominated the barn. It's very hard to predict a shutout. It doesn't look likely, though, that Auburn has nearly enough offense to come back and win this game. That touchdown at the end of the half there was huge. Because, like I said, Georgia's offense has struggled in this game, too, before that last drive. I didn't look at the stats before that last drive, but Swift couldn't have had more than maybe 20 yards before that last drive. He's probably got 60 or 70 now. Fromm, before that last drive, was 5 of 14. And all of his yards were on that one bomb that we hit to Dominic Blaylock. So he wasn't playing well either. But Georgia's, 14-0 lead on the road against an SEC West team. I'll take it. If you're wondering why I'm not a little more animated, I feel bad about the Tua thing. And for anybody that saw the previous video I did, I hope it didn't come off the wrong way that I was clowning on Tua any type of way. It was meant to be a shot at Saban, and I do think Saban's going to have to answer some tough questions about this. But if you haven't heard the news, apparently, from everything I'm reading, Tua's out for the rest of the year with a broken/dislocated hip. So a really bad injury. The same type of injury that ended Bo Jackson's career many moons ago. Now, medical science has come a long way since then. This isn't, or shouldn't be at least, anything career-ending. But he's done for the season, and most likely done at Alabama, would be my guess, is that he'll go pro. Just an awful way to end your career for anybody, especially somebody who's been as good as Tua and put up the numbers he has over the last couple of years. You just hate to see somebody go out that way. I have a lot of fun with the Gumps here and Tua and all that kind of stuff, but this is just awful. You just don't want to see anybody go out like this. But so again, if the video I made before came off the wrong way, I'll actually apologize. But I'm not letting Saban off the hook. He has questions to answer here. I don't think Tua should have played against LSU. I don't think he should have played today. And some questions are going to have to be asked and answered about that. I know there's a medical staff, and I know it's up to the medical staff to clear players and blah, blah, blah. But the point is, there's no one on the medical staff. There's no one on the medical staff that's making $7, $8, $9 million a year. Nick Saban is. And so, unfortunately or fortunately, he gets all the credit for everything that goes right, he's going to have to take some blame for this and answer some tough questions. Why was Tua playing in this game, a game that Alabama could have easily won with me or you watching, playing quarterback? Why was Tua in the game to begin with? Why was he in late in the first half of a 35-7 blowout? The excuse from Nick Saban that he wanted Tua to get some practice in a 2-minute drill. Get real. The guy's been your starting quarterback for 2 full seasons, okay? He doesn't need practice in a 2-minute drill against a terrible Mississippi State team. And blaming the offensive line on his way out of the building at halftime is another giant L for Lou Saban. He hates the media, but the press conferences this week with Nick Saban are going to be must-watch. Here he is here. What's he saying?
You seldom see. So I don't really have anything else to say about that. And we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, well, just more excuses. Taking no responsibility. But the Saban press conference this week will be gold because he hates the media to start with, and they're obviously going to be asking him some tough questions about the Tua thing. But anyway, Barner, sorry for your luck, but it just is what it is. It's exactly what Uncle Lou told you it was, which is a giant L for you today. You don't have the Jimmies and Joes. That's obvious. And you don't have the X's and O's. Gus Malzahn, Jesus Christ, this guy is literally drawing up plays in the dirt here. Some of these plays y'all are running. Middle school PE offense, that's what this is. Listen, even the administration at Arkansas is watching this game and they're going, we'll pass. E-I-E-I-O.